line consult, line VTP, and the banner, username, password, and how to disable the IP domain name, or crypt all the passwords, or how to set the current time and date. So proceed, we will need one PC and one consult cable. We connect the consult cable on the PC and here on the router. So now we have to access our router to the PC. Click desktop terminal. Leave everything as it is and click OK. Now we are in our router through our PC. Click No. We are now in User EXEC mode. Here you cannot do any configurations. Very limited taxes only. So we have to go to the privilege. Going to the Privileged EXEC mode, we have to enable. Now we are in the Privileged EXEC mode. Even in here, the tax is limited. We can just view the showing to show us the running configuration and what we have saved and the routing tables. It's very limited, but if you want to configure anything, you have to go to the global configuration. This is the global configuration. Now, for example, you want to change the host name R1 from router to R1. We can change from router to R1. So now let us configure the line consult password for the user. This is consult password. You will write line console 0. The password will be, for example, Cisco. And then log in. There is something important. There is something called EXEC timeout. The EXEC timeout means that every about like 2 minutes or 4 minutes as you configure, the user will be kicked out from the consult cable. For example, let us make it 5 minutes. Each and every time that the user logs in every 5 minutes, it will be logged out. We have to exit. There's something called line VTP. Line VTP has 16 lines. So we will use from 0 to 15. Let us set the password. Let's make it Cisco. Log in. EXEC timeout will be the same. 0, 5 minutes. And exit. So now we have protected. Let's check our exit. Now the router is asking for a password. Access. To enable it, still we did not configure a password for the User EXEC mode. To configure the User EXEC mode is to write enable password. For example, Cisco. Let's exit it now and then exit Cisco. If we click enable, it will ask us the password. In this case, we have configured the line consult and the line VTP passwords in the username and the enabling the user exec password. Now there is something called banner, MOTD, a message of the day. Let's configure the banner. The message of the day, we can write our message to tell for the user that what does the router that it's accessing means for him. For example, we have to use the same character to finish the MOTD message. For example, this is test router, and then space the same character. Let us check it. Whenever the user accesses the PC, it will see the message of the day. This test user router. So let us come back here. Cisco, enable Cisco. Now let us configure the username in the password. The username will be admin, for example, and the password will be admin. This is how to configure the username and a password. There's one more important thing, is disabling the IP domain name. If we type by mistake something wrong on the router, it will take time to look up for the domain. To prevent wasting this time, you can just write no IP domain dash lookup. No IP domain dash lookup. This will save you an amount of time from the error. Let's check how to crypt our passwords, because now our passwords is in a readable or a plain text. So you can see we enable the password is Cisco. Here the password is admin. It's readable. Anyone can understand it. This is our passwords. So, encrypted, we will need to write service password encryption. As you see now, the password, anyone can read it. It's in a plain text. But once we click this, let us check again. All our passwords are encrypted, as you see. It can't be readable. All our passwords are encrypted. Before we finish, let us set the clock, the time and the date. We cannot configure the time and the date on the global configuration, so we have to exit the privilege. Here you can set the clock and the time by writing clock set. My time is 14:25 and 15 seconds. The month is March, for example, 02/2024. Sorry, 2024. This is how to set for the clock. So let us check our configuration. Show running config. We have encrypted the passwords. We have set a username and a password. We have set no IP domain lookup to save some time from the error. we have set the banner MOTD, the message of the day, and we have configured a line consult password with exec timeout and line VTY password. So guys, thank you so much. Hope you have gained some knowledge.